everyone. I'm Joe Dombrowski. As I mentioned, I'm joined by my brand new broadcast colleague, Tony Kincaid. Welcome to the broadcast team, my friend.
Joe, you are so welcome for me being here. I know how glad you are to actually have someone so good at this as me. So let's get down to the action. We're opening for a phenomenal match.
Absolutely. Hey, my partner's new. He's humble. Everything's good to go here. We got two tag teams who are ready to a breakout, a debut in their own right. Two teams that know each other well, though, Tony. Money Shot and the main event. Money Shot represented by Mandime Elijah Dean, who is the frustrated individual in the ring right now. His partner is Zach Nystrom on the outside. On the opposing side, in the corner, it's Duke Davis. In the ring, it is Pro Wrestling's All-Star, Gannon Jones Jr. Tony, these teams have set the Western Pennsylvania tag team scene on fire up and down the state. They have had some amazing bangers of matches, as the kids say these days, and they're bringing that rivalry here to Charleston tonight.
Absolutely. These four men know each other very well. Over the past few months, they have been fighting each other tooth and nail in any four-cornered squared circle they possibly could find.
We are looking at two diametrically opposed personalities. Money Shot loves the finer things in life. They love excess. They love the most expensive drink on the menu and the finest tailored suits. TME, main event, they get ahead on their work ethic, their athletic prowess, and their determination to overachieve and exceed all odds.
But let's not knock down Elijah Dean. What a kick, though. Elijah Dean and Zach Nystrom are no pushovers. They are athletically gifted as well, Joe.
Oh, without question.
Don't forget that.
And you saw the great agility and elevation on the dropkick of Gannon Jones Jr. In comes the metahuman, Duke Davis, first double team in the matchup by main event. And you're going to get a good look at the power here as Gannon is able to hand off Duke, who is going to do squats with a 200-plus pound man in midair on his shoulder.
That is a big fall there that Mandime just ate. And Duke, I'll give credit where it's due. He is a physical specimen. All four men in this ring are physically gifted above all else and amazing in the ring as well.
Tag into Zach Nystrom, the sure shot, big fundamental, as he calls himself, and he's got great fundamentals. He picked up this industry very, very naturally, but isn't enough for the unmitigated power of the near 6'6" metahuman, who, quite frankly, can do things that you would think the human race would be incapable of.
But one thing I gotta give sure shot about is he is about as tall as Duke is. You look them standing each other up; they are around the same size.
Yeah, Nystrom is hovering around that 6'4" range. He reminds me of a young Barry Windham, but it certainly seems that a lot of that size is negated as Gannon Jones Jr. punched straight to the side of the face and a near fall.
That was a close one there, and that just shows how good of the main event is. They've been wrestling with each other so long and wrestling Money Shot so long in the last few months that these guys just know each other. You have to be creative to win matchups when it comes to these two teams because they both wrestle each other so much.
Yeah, they have traded wins and traded championships in a number of arenas and a number of high-pressure situations. Both are looking for that all-important first win. You want to, check this out, the Jack Briscoe roll-up by Gannon Jones out of the corner, shoulders down for two. You want to get that first win out of the chute. You want to build momentum from day one. There's only one chance to make that first impression. Only one team start their Conquest careers with the all-important victory.
It's very important and interesting. Big! Big!
Bit of an assist on the outside and two there. You notice Mandime grabbed onto the hands of Nystrom to negate the momentum that Gannon Jones had built, and certainly Money Shot will be outpowered, but they're trying to be the most resourceful and cerebral of the teams in the ring.
I think you're stretching it a little bit there. I think Elijah was just trying to get the tag, and Sure Shot was able to get to the ropes. And you gotta give Nystrom credit for being that agile and able to get the tag right there.
Mandime, to me, is another natural in this business. He gets bigger and thicker every time I see him compete. This guy, to me, is one half Tully Blanchard. He's one half Gino Hernandez. He's dangerous.
Dangerous and intelligent. That's a deadly combination.
And conceited.
Whoa. I don't agree with you on that one. Mandime knows he's good. There's nothing wrong with that.
He certainly does. Whether he's conceited or convinced, Nystrom is able to spring in with the boot right to the sternum of Gannon Jones. And certainly you're not 6'5" when you're flat on your back, and Money Shot looking to take advantage and keep the big men grounded.
And that's a smart way to go about this, is keeping Gannon in the center of the ring, making sure he cannot get to Duke. That is what Money Shot does well. Separates the ring, turns it into a triangle, keeps their opponents on their triangle.
Well, I've noticed you may just be a tad bit biased in some of your assertion, so you wouldn't happen to have money on this matchup, would you?
No, I'm a little bit here and there. Anyway, that's not the problem. The problem is, well, I will say this: I'm a little biased because I know Money Shot very well. I've seen them wrestle the main event multiple times, both as a fan and as a commentator, and I'm starting to really enjoy what they bring to the table. That genius level of in-ring awareness. You look at Elijah Dean and the work he's done in places, and sure shot Zach Nystrom. Hold on 1 second.
Oh, nice double team. The inverted atomic drop in the clothesline. The man dime, who calls himself as such because he feels it's a perfect 10, gets 2 off the elbow.
And Zach Nystrom, I think, is probably the best raw talent I've seen in a ring in a long time. This kid is the total package.
He's got the size, the look, the rap. I smell money without a doubt. All 4 of these men have a very, very bright future. But certainly the tag team division has been very competitive here in Conquest since day one. You look at the Ugly Ducklings, the Gymnasty Boys, the Renegades of Flight. So many great teams have come through, the Rascals, a number of others, and you got to be on top of your game to survive here.
No, and that just comes with what Conquest is all about, is that fighting style. If you can't show up, you're going to get your butt kicked, and there are teams who are hungry and ready to be in Conquest.
I mean, it took both of these teams this long to arrive here. That's how long the waiting list is for talent that want to be a part of the fastest rising wrestling promotion in the state of West Virginia today. Into the cover again. And Gannon grabs the rope, and certainly Gannon, as a larger athlete, he's not necessarily built for that endurance. There's been a long time since we've seen a main event tag, and that is to the advantage of Money Shot, who may be looking to try to finish this thing off soon.
I mean, the Money Shot, you talked about the waiting list. They had the wait. I thought they took that as a personal offense when I talked to them earlier today. That's the first waiting list both these men have been on in a long time. They usually get front door entry when they show up.
What do you think is the best quality as a competitor that Nystrom possesses? Because it's tough to narrow it down, because there's really nothing he does not do well, and certainly you could say the same for Elijah as well.
Yeah, I can't answer that question because he's just so good at everything. Not only is he athletically gifted, not only is he agile, strong, he has the look, he has the presence, he's intelligent. If you want me to go on, I can go on for days.
Oh, I'm sure you could. And Gannon, desperation, a hard right forearm, sends Dean back to the corner. Second turnbuckle on the inside. Again, it caught him in the sidewalk slam.
Wow. And that shook the entire ring. I felt the floor shaking. We're on turf.
Gannon is showing that resolve. May have to check that playbook on his forearm to see what's next, but you got to believe the Hail Mary he needs is the tag to Duke Davis, and he needs it now.
And Elijah needs to start facing the right way to get to Nystrom, and this is going to be a burner. We'll see what happens here.
Well, I don't think Gannon truly is aware of his faculties, and neither is Mandime. Here comes Nystrom, and here comes the metahuman. And this will change the tempo and maybe change the momentum.
And Duke is fired up right now, and looks like he's throwing Nystrom out the ropes.
Oh! And Duke has divided and conquered here. The largest man in this match and the most aggressive has Mandime goozled.
Don't do that to Mandime. No, please, God!
Oh, the choke bomb connects. That'll do it. Nystrom interrupts the last second.
Oh, wow. That was close, but the Money Shot, these two guys are so good and know each other in situations so important. Well, yeah, I'll know. Oh.
You can sense the ultra-competitive nature of these tag teams, why this has become the hottest rivalry, arguably, in the tri-state area today.
What?
Mandime set for a loop, raw power by Duke Davis.
Inside out goes Elijah Dean, and the Mandime just became two nickels in the center. Good gosh.
Nystrom with a death grip on that middle rope. He doesn't want what's coming next. Oh, Check out that dexterity boot right upside the face.
Now trying to get Elijah Dean back up so they can kind of get their own bearings going. It looks like they're setting up.
Oh, Mandai was looking for that Mandai makeover with an Istrom double team. Oh! Beautifully done. This could do it. Main event, get the win. Well, they call it the flagrant foul. It has been their signature move of choice that has brought them championships in nearly a half dozen different organizations. Could it bring them ultimate success here in Pro Wrestling Conquest? A big statement in a debut against Money Shot.
Not going to knock them for that. The main event, they do what they do, and what they do is win a lot. Money Shot has nothing to be ashamed from. I think they deserve to be in the title shot just as much as main event does, and I hope that one day they'll get to continue doing this, but God bless, that was a heck of a match, and that's just one.
I would love to see the tag team division of Conquest continue to expand. Would love to see tag team championships in play, especially among these two tag teams. It is a heroic celebration. Streamers of Plenty as the main event make their Conquest debut in style, and we're just getting started. A whole lot more action coming your way in just a moment.